I see little of more importance to the future of our country and of civilization than the full recognition of the artist. If art is to nourish the roots of our culture, society must set the artist free to follow his vision wherever it takes him. John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy was president during a time of war and missile crisis, and yet he saw little of more importance than setting the music or the artist free. This includes the music artist. If you are a current public school student or attended public school in the past, chances are you took some kind of music education course. Now, at the time, you may not have realized it, but this music education course gave you certain benefits that helped you throughout school and in life. But some schools are cutting or no longer offer these music education programs. I believe this is truly detrimental to our society. As a musician, I have seen firsthand the benefits of music education. But there are some underlying benefits that I never even realized until I conducted my research. We should take action and step towards making music education mandatory in public schools. Today I will be covering the benefits of music education that call for mandatory classes in public school. Music education promotes increased achievement in other aspects of education, benefits the brain, and finally, promotes a successful career. For the most part, when we think of the benefits of music education, we think of how music education increases achievement in other aspects of education. However, these benefits should not be looked over because of the abundance of information, but instead be a constant and abundant reminder of just why we should make music education mandatory. The benefits that music education offers to math and English have shown to be consistently evident through studies. According to the article, Harris Poll links music education to higher incomes from the National Association for Music Education. Students in top quality music programs scored 22% higher on English and 20% on math standardized tests mandated by the No Child Left Behind Act. Now, these are not just small coincidences. These are significant numbers we're talking about here. There is clearly a high correlation between being involved in music education and achievement in other aspects of education, specific to this study, math and English. Coupled with greater achievement in English and math, achievement in the sciences are also promoted by music education. When I looked to the research of Peggy Hill, a writer for the Midland Chemist, I found that almost every single one of the past winners in the prestigious Simmons Westinghouse competition in math, science, and technology played at least one instrument. Now, this is incredible and evident proof that there is a strong relationship between not only being proficient in the sciences, but excelling in them and playing a musical instrument. Now, being a prestigious award, only the best of the best received it. More important to my research, this best of the best played a musical instrument. Just as music education has contributed to achievement in science, science has contributed to my support for explaining why we should make music education mandatory in public schools. Music education benefits the brain in ways that students can greatly gain advantages from. As I looked at the 11 facts about music education from DoSomething.org, I found that when one studies music, their brain is trained to focus on and understand speech in a noisy background. Now, though this benefit is very useful for a standard person in everyday life, it is even more useful for someone with a learning disability such as dyslexia, which causes an individual to lose focus with more noise. And ultimately, music education can partially help this individual overcome this disability. Going more into the depth in the field of neurology, studies have shown that music education increases the brain's capacity. In the article The Music in Our Minds by Norman Weinberger, it states, making music actively engages the brain synapses, and there is good reason to believe that it increases the brain's capacity by increasing the strength of connection among neurons. So, while students are making music in their music classes, their neuron connections are being strengthened in the brain, and as Weinberger stated, increases the brain's capacity. This increased capacity leaves more room for learning, of numerous things, such as something academic, a life skill, or a life lesson. Though benefits of mandatory music education, such as those to the brain and academics, are gained during the period of time when a student is in school, music education promotes a successful career which helps a student in their post-school life. As I looked at supporttmf.org, I found the article Benefits of Music Education to Math, Reading, Language, and Spatial Intelligence. In it, it states, music study develops skills necessary in the workplace. It focuses on doing as opposed to observing, and teaches students how to perform literally anywhere in the world. Employers are looking for multidimensional workers with the sort of flexible and supple intellects that music education creates, as described above. I believe that this highlights that music education promotes a strong sense of action that an individual will take upon their work. This benefit, while good to have as a character trait, is also highly valued by an employer. Employers look to pick someone who they know they can trust to get their work done, and in return, be ready to do more work. Just as important to an employer is an employee's ability to push through their workload when the going gets tough. In the article, Music Matters, How Music Education Helps Students Learn, Achieve, and Succeed, it showed that this trait of perseverance is gained through music education. And within perseverance is motivation, persistence, and commitment. It also goes on to say that perseverance is a trait of the creative individual. When an employer recognizes these traits in an individual, they will feel reassured that when the employee is most needed, they will pull through. Also, when there's a problem within the business, they can be confident that the individual will have the characteristics and skills to come up with a creative solution due to the benefits of music education. Now, after we have covered some of the benefits of music education, I hope that there is something inside of you that thinks that there's something obvious to do about making music education mandatory in public schools. Music education promotes increased achievement in other aspects of education, benefits the brain, and finally, promotes a successful career. These benefits are ones that our students, both present and future, just simply cannot miss out on. And as JFK would agree, it is important to the future of our whole entire country. So I ask you, if you see the opportunity to voice your opinion, please take this opportunity. Whether you write to a school that no longer offers or is cutting their music program, writing to Congress to try to pass a law to make music education mandatory in public schools, or something simple like donating money to your local Music Boosters Club, your voice will be heard by others and encourage them to act to make this very necessary and beneficial change. Thanks for listening.